You're listening to the Mastering Your Small Business Finances podcast, where we get straight to the point on topics that ultimately affect your bottom line. That's right, as an entrepreneur with a small business, money management, growth, marketing, they all affect your bottom line. I'm your host, Chris Ponick. I'm a certified public accountant, and I've been helping small business owners like you navigate and easily understand these complicated topics for over 25 years. I'm a wife, a mom, a grandmother, and a small business owner myself, so I know your time is valuable. In my free time, I make the best sugar cookies and have mastered an amazing chocolate chip cookie recipe. And that's not just my opinion. You're in the right place. I promise your time will be well spent here. Each week, you'll gain confidence and clarity while making a successful impact on your business and grow your bottom line. Get comfy, grab a cookie, and let's get straight to the point with this week's episode. Welcome, and thanks for joining me today. I'm so excited to be launching this podcast. I wanted to quickly introduce you to Mastering Your Small Business Finances and myself, your host, Chris Ponick. I have 3 goals to ensure you're getting the most out of this show. My first goal is for you to feel comfortable listening to this podcast while we cover topics that relate to your business finances and growing your bottom line. We'll be diving into questions that small business owners ask themselves with answers that are easy for you to understand. I want you to gain confidence and clarity in your business finances. My second goal, like my tagline says, is to get straight to the point. As a small business owner, you wear so many hats, and like many, your time is probably one of the top things you wish you had more of. I promise in each episode, we'll cover topics such as money management, bookkeeping, growth, and marketing. Every one of these topics ultimately affects your bottom line, and this podcast will discuss how you can be successful in each area. My third goal is for you to finish every episode with at least one action step you can follow through on in your business. Whether you are just starting your business or have an established business, you're in the right place. If you're a bookkeeper who wants to learn more about business finances to grow your bookkeeping business, you too will benefit from this podcast. You might be wondering, so who is Chris Ponick? I'm a certified public accountant. I've owned my accounting practice for over 15 years and have helped small business owners navigate through their finances for over 25 years. I've seen firsthand the struggles you face every day in your businesses, and one of the most rewarding aspects of my business is helping clients set up processes in their business to strategically do their own bookkeeping and understand their financial statements. I've been told many times from clients that I explain complicated tasks to them in a way they can understand, and I want to bring this talent to you. I know owning a business can be hard, and then understanding your finances on top of it is even harder, especially when you're not a numbers person. Creating this podcast has been a dream I've had for quite some time. I don't consider myself the typical accountant, and my clients will tell you that, but I do have to be brutally honest here. I am naturally an introvert, so doing this podcast or getting in front of an audience pushes me a little out of my comfort zone. Kind of like when you're at a meeting and they pass the microphone around for you to introduce yourself. I'm always a little nervous. I won't hesitate to admit that speaking into a microphone after pressing record can be a daunting experience, but I am hoping after a few episodes, this will start to feel more natural to me. I'm doing it to be a resource for you, and who knows, I might even start to enjoy talking into this crazy microphone. I'm following my own advice, so I'm dreaming big, following my heart, and creating this podcast because I love what I do. And speaking of what I love, my husband, he's also a small business owner, and he volunteers on the fire department. I have 2 wonderful daughters I hope will always need me, no matter how old they get. I have 4 grandchildren, each with their own unique personalities, from sassy, comical, intelligent, and adorable, to say the least. My greatest joy is spending time with my family. I also enjoy baking, but most of all, sharing these delicious treats with my family and friends. Oh yeah, they enjoy it too. My favorite season is fall. There's nothing like grabbing a cup of hot chocolate, with whipped cream of course, a warm sweatshirt, and heading outside on a cool sunny day for a walk to see the beautiful fall colors. I hope you enjoyed this show and find it beneficial for your business. By covering important financial topics here, you won't need to jump from podcast to podcast looking for that one nugget of information you need to grow your bottom line anymore. I'm here for you, and I'm looking forward to getting to know you more. Please feel free to visit financialadventure.com. Send me an email with your comments or a topic you'd like me to dive into on an upcoming episode, or join my private Facebook group. Thanks for taking a few moments of your valuable time to spend with me. I really appreciate it. Thanks for taking the time to tune into this episode of Mastering Your Small Business Finances. If you enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed creating it for you, I'd love for you to give it a 5-star rating and subscribe to the show so you never miss an episode. Visit financialadventure.com for the show notes, links from this episode, and while you're there, leave a comment if you have a topic you're interested in learning more about that affects your bottom line. If you're looking for a community where you can ask questions and get feedback about your small business, join my private Facebook group. You can find the links to this group and more on financialadventure.com. And remember, any financial information shared on this podcast is not to be considered professional, financial, or tax advice and should not be solely relied upon. Please consult your CPA or tax advisor for an opinion on your specific circumstances. I'm looking forward to having you tune in next time. Until then, dream big, follow your heart, and love what you do.